Hello, 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 hello. Hi, hi, everybody. Hello, hi. Oh, if you're here, please post something in the chat and let me know that you're here. Let me know if you can hear me and let me know if you can see me. This is my first time doing this, so I'm a bit nervous, I have to say. Hello, hello. Anybody there? Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Post in the chat and let me know. Okay, I'm just going to start talking while I wait for people to show up. We've just started out here. Wow, this is my first time going live on YouTube, and I have to say it's making me quite nervous because normally I'm just here in my pod closet. This is where I record the podcasts for you, the Better at English podcasts. And nobody can see me, and it doesn't matter if I make mistakes or have to do things over again. I can just take my time. I don't have to worry about what my hair looks like or if I have makeup on or anything like that. I can just be myself, and nobody is here to judge me. And I can imagine that it feels a little bit like that for you if you're just at home studying English by yourself and not actually having a conversation with anyone or trying to talk to anyone. I can imagine that feels very safe and secure for you as well. But if you are a listener of my podcasts, then you will know that I'm always encouraging you to try new things and to especially do scary things, new and scary things, because the only way to improve your English is to actually use it and to try to push yourself to do things that you haven't done before. And so I figure, well, I can do that myself for you as well. I can do things that are scary for me and that push me into new and unfamiliar territory. And I can promise you that doing this is new and unfamiliar territory for me. And I do have a sort of a lesson planned. I don't like the idea of lessons so much because I think learning English, mostly it comes from you, the one who wants to learn. You're the one who wants to learn how to actually do English, and it's an activity. It's something that you do. It's not something that I can take from my head and put into yours. So the idea of actual lessons has always bothered me as a teacher. I see myself as more of a guide, more of someone who can help you along the way. And the best way to do that is to start with your own questions and start with the things that you want to do in English, the things that are important to you, and for me to help you find your way to be able to do those things better. So yeah, this is just me talking and rambling because I have a chat here. It's here on the screen that I have over here, but I don't see anybody chatting. I see that there are a few people watching. Hello, welcome, welcome. And if you do have a question for me or something that you'd like to talk about, just go ahead and type it in the chat. We can start with you letting me know where you are. Where are you right now? What, are you in a different country? Where are you watching this, and where are you listening to this? I'm really curious. I can tell you I'm in the Netherlands right now. That's where I've lived for, oh wow, it must be 10 years or so. Lived here in the Netherlands. Let's see. Yeah, I sure hope you can hear me without getting any feedback at all. It's making me a bit nervous that you're just seeing my mouth going blah, 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 but you can't hear what I'm saying. It sounds good on my end. Let's see. Yeah, hello. Questions in the chat? Anything at all? Anything you want to talk about? I am here to help you. I am here to answer your questions, your burning questions about English or about vocabulary or pronunciation. Ah, I see someone. I see a comment. Hello. Double Christ. Double Christ. Philibert. Yay, yay, you guys are commenting. Hi. Hi. I'm so happy to see you. Wow. Let's see. I think I'm going to ask a question. Is Gerard here? Gerard, are you here? Because you had sent me a question earlier about COVID, and I see here in the comments someone asking about COVID. Is that you, Gerard? I hope I'm saying your name correctly. There's so many ways to say the name Gerard. Okay, no answer. Double Christ is asking, how's the COVID situation over here with us? And I have to say, well, here in the Netherlands, you know, it's a pretty small country, not such a huge population. Things were going really well, it seemed, back in like June when we had the lockdown and everyone was being really careful. And we got our numbers down quite low. I think there were maybe at one point only 15 or 20 new positive infections per day, which was really low. But then they loosened things up. And since then, we've seen things going up. And in the last couple of days, it's actually been kind of alarming that the rate is up to about, I think, 1,200 new infections per day, which is a huge increase compared to how it was. So yeah, but personally, for us personally here in my family, we are very, very lucky that we mostly work from home anyway, and we're kind of recluses. We don't like to really go out so much, and we have a big house here with everything we need. So it hasn't affected us directly, personally, so much. How about you guys? Double Christ? Double Christ, how's the COVID situation for you, where you are? Oh, there's Gerard. Hi. Hello. Hello. I hope you have some coffee, by the way. This is great. Okay, this is a bit weird because I really wish that I could talk to you. Oh, hello, Smith Thompson from Montreal. Hello, Smith Tampon? I'm sorry, I don't see very well. Even with these glasses, I don't see so well. Tampon, I hope I'm not saying that horribly incorrectly. Montreal. How's the weather in Montreal? Smith. Bit awkward too because there's a delay. You guys are really happy to meet you too online. Yeah. Yeah. And I have to thank all of you who have showed up today. This is actually for me, it's really just kind of a test to see, is this something fun that we could do from time to time? I do love making the podcast, but I miss the direct interaction with learners. Yes, exactly. That's what I want to do. Double Christ says, next time we should have a Zoom meeting so everyone can participate. Yes, indeed. Yes, that's what I'm looking into, figuring out how to do. I definitely want to do that. I don't like this idea that it's just me talking to you. I mean, you are the ones who need to speak English and practice, and then just have me jump in to help you. Okay, Blue Pro says it's cool over there this morning. Yeah. Has anyone here, do you have experience doing live Zoom classes where you can all get on and talk and participate? Has anyone tried that? Let me know. While I'm waiting for an answer, I can let you know that I actually do that with my exercise class sometimes. We have live workshops where we get together with the teacher and we're all on Zoom, all working out together, and she helps us with our technique for our kettlebell technique, and it's really, really fun. Yeah, at this point, we're not too much. Double Christ, you're right. Oh, you're very welcome also for the podcasts. Okay, Gerard is asking a very, very, very good question, and that is if I have a device to improve um, his understanding in English. First of all, I have to ask you, Gerard, and you can just write a Y for yes and an N for no. If I ask a yes no question, let's just make it easy for everybody that Y is for yes and N is for no. Gerard, how often do you practice listening in English? I would like to know how much time you spend every day listening to English. It's a very important question. Excuse me while I have a drink. And while I'm waiting for the answer, I can say that the best way to improve your understanding of spoken English, one thing you can do right now, right away, is if you're having trouble understanding me, try looking at my mouth as I'm speaking, because apparently research shows if you actually look at the mouth when someone is speaking, it can really help your understanding. A lot of times we look at people in the eyes when we're talking. Maybe you're looking at my eyes right now. But try looking at my mouth, first of all. And also if you are watching TV, anything like that, where you're trying to understand what they're saying, really look at the mouth. It will help you a lot. I do that myself when I'm watching something. Usually if I'm watching TV while I'm eating dinner, if I'm eating a crunchy salad or something and have trouble hearing, I look at the mouth of the person who's speaking, and it really helps. Oh, yeah. I still haven't heard back from Gerard about how often he is listening or how much time he's spending listening. But Blue Pro, Smith Thompson. Now I see it says Thompson. Okay, good. It said Thompson, Tompone before. Interesting. Yeah, I wish you say you think my English programs would have been an ongoing success if I kept it going. Yeah, I know. I know. I started Better at English back in 2006. Can you believe that? I was one of the first English podcasters online. There weren't very many. But I got busy with other stuff, got busy with music and doing lots of other things. And believe me, it takes time to make an episode. I probably spend about 20 hours per episode if I really am going to make a transcript and like put some thought into it and not just, ramble something out and post it. It's about 20 hours per episode, so you can imagine. Yeah, and I see that I'm hearing from Gerard now. Okay, Gerard. Yeah, it's too fast, and you practice a lot listening. I need I need to know what is a lot. Is it an hour a day, half an hour a day? Is it um an hour or two every week or so? I really need to know because oh, you're very cute, Double Chris, the first and the best. Oh, thank you. Um, the thing is, to improve your listening and to improve anything, you have to do it a lot. And yeah, this is a bit, I apologize for this, you guys. It's rambling. I'm looking at the chat, I'm looking at the camera and trying to do too many things. So I don't think I will save this online when we're finished. This is just for us who are here right now. Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. I get mad. I get mad when I see other teachers online saying things like, you can be fluent in 3 months if you just buy my program, or if you follow my secret method, you can speak English fluently fast. And I'm going to say it right now because I don't have to worry about iTunes ratings. That is 100% bullshit. And I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You cannot become fluent in 3 months, no matter what. And the reason that makes me mad is because I worry that someone like poor Gerard here feels like he's doing a lot, but he's not making the progress he feels like he should be making. And I think that's because there's so much, so many lies and things in English language teaching, people who just want to make money from your desperation to be fluent. And it is a lie because so many people want to get fluent so fast. You know, they prey on that desire, and maybe they mean well, maybe they really think that they can help you. I don't know. But I guess the point is that understand that learning a language is one of the most complicated things that we do as human beings. It's actually really cool when you think about it. And it takes time, lots of time and lots of practice. And your improvement will not be like this. It's not a straight line going up like this. It's going to go up a bit and then it'll go down a bit and up a bit and down a bit. And then for a long time, maybe you'll plateau and feel like you're getting nowhere. And that's just, it's the way it is. I wish I had a magic solution for you, but I really don't. So let me have a look at the chat and see. I've been rambling here for a bit. Let's see. Yeah, great advice. Great advice from Double Christ that that you can listen and adjust the speed if something is too fast for you. That's a great advice. And yeah, this is live, so I'm trying to speak just a little more slowly and carefully than I would normally, because I think if I speak too slow, if I make it too easy for you, I don't think I'm helping you. I think I mean, there are other teachers who do that really, really, really well. If you want someone who speaks very, very clearly and slowly, I would probably recommend Shayna at Espresso English. I think she does really great practical lessons, and she speaks quite slowly and clearly in a lot of those lessons. So she would be someone that you want to check out. I think what she does is really good. Let's see. Talking about the podcasts. Yeah. Oh yeah. You remember the one with my mom. Yeah, my mom. She's still around. She's in her late 70s now, but she's still around, still alive and kicking. And yeah, Philibert agrees with me that it takes a lot of time. It really does, and it's okay. That's what I want you to come away with today. If nothing else, that this language learning game that we're in, it takes a long time. It really, really does. And of course, when I say you can't get fluent in 3 months, I mean you can't become this effortless speaker of English who, you know, you get the thoughts in your mind and you're able to express yourself with no effort in, you know, nuanced shades of meaning. That's not possible in 3 months, but you can make big improvement in 3 months. It's totally possible to make big improvement, especially if you can kind of push yourself to do something new. If you can sort of say you've done a lot of reading and listening, for example, to the same type of thing, maybe really change it up and pick something totally different, or try some writing or some speaking, or if you kind of push yourself to do something new and different, that can really kind of give you a jump start and help you get a bit better. Let's see, with the other musician about famous people and their success. Oh, I don't even remember that one. Some of the conversations are really old. I mean, I think the oldest ones, I think I still have some up on the site from like 2006, 2007. Is everybody here actually a podcast listener? Just put a quick Y if you are a podcast listener, if you listen to my podcast, if that's why you're here. I'm really curious. I think there's a delay, so I have to sit here waiting for something to happen. I'm going to go back up to the chat and check something here while I'm waiting. Okay. Okay, I think there must be a delay or you just don't want to answer, and that's okay. That's okay. This is all fine. Everything's fine. Okay. Any specific questions that you have at all? Any things, vocabulary things you're wondering about? Even, yeah, grammar things. Gerard says he's sleeping with my podcast. I hope it's not putting you to sleep. Okay, yeah, okay. Philibert says yes. Yeah, I don't mean have you listened to all the podcasts. I'm just curious if everyone here now, if you know me from the podcast, or if you've found your way here, I don't know, from maybe Facebook or my email list or some other place. Yeah. Hey, what about podcasts? That's maybe a good thing to talk about. If you're listening to my podcast, I'm guessing you also listen to other English learning podcasts, like maybe Shayna's Espresso English. Another good one that I think is really good, is Luke, English teacher Luke. I don't know if you listen to him. He's really, really entertaining and good, and also teaches you grammar and things. And what about finding podcasts that are in English, but that are not just for learning English? Does anybody listen to any just regular English podcast? Because if not, I'm going to recommend one for you if you don't have one. Especially, I think, for you, Gerard. I'm saying Gerard because that's how we say it here in the Netherlands. It's probably Gerard. Yeah, transcriptions are great. I'm going to recommend Facts Are Real Information. Oh, thank you for all the compliments. Thank you for all the compliments. I believe that was... I'm getting a bit lost here. I'm going to have to use... you guys, I'm really sorry about this, but I'm doing so many things here now. I'm going to have to use your YouTube names rather than try to remember who goes with what name. I'm really sorry about that. Maybe if we do this again, I will be better at learning who is who, but please forgive me. Yeah, I agree. Transcriptions are quite helpful for listening. And what do you think? I'm curious to know what you think. Do you think, for example, if you are listening and reading the transcript at the same time, do you think that's better for you, for your learning and for your listening, or worse, or do you think it doesn't matter? I'm very curious to hear what you think about that. And while I'm waiting for the answer, I'm going to look for the thing I want to show you. I got to find it. Hang on a sec. I got to type here. What's it called? How to... Yeah. Okay, I gotta get the YouTube back. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, I agree. There's sometimes podcasts are more difficult to understand than a regular conversation when you have the people. Okay, and Double Christ says that first you read the transcript. Gerard, you are very welcome. And then he listens with the transcript. Okay, yeah, that's great. I think that's a great way to do it. Um, I'll tell you what, if we could, instead of transcripts, I'm going to use the example of subtitles. I get emails from a lot of people who are complaining to me that they they sort of feel bad if they have to watch a movie with subtitles, or that they don't understand very much and they have to turn the subtitles on, and then it feels like they're almost apologizing to me, like they're kind of embarrassed that they use the subtitles. And did you know that current research in language learning has shown that you actually learn more and will remember more and learn more vocabulary and improve your listening more if you watch with subtitles on? And I think that's awesome. And from my own experience trying to learn Dutch here in the Netherlands, I would say my own experience confirms that if I have Dutch subtitles and I'm watching Dutch, I feel like I learn more and I understand more and I even remember more. So I think the same could be said about the transcripts, that it's totally okay. You don't need to feel like the marker of being a good learner is that you're listening with no transcripts. I think that's of course that's your goal. You don't want to need the transcripts, but it's perfectly okay if you want to listen and read the transcripts, or do like Double Christ says, and first read it and then listen with the transcript. And yeah, and then actually he makes a great point that then you can try listening without any transcript or watching a film without the subtitles, but you're doing that to test yourself. And that's the important thing, is that if that's still hard for you, you only really need to try that if you really want to check how much do I understand if I don't have subtitles and if I don't have the transcript. And that's, yeah, you're checking yourself, and you really don't need to feel like a failure or feel like you've done something wrong if it's still difficult for you. It's perfectly okay. Let's see. Blue Pro says, listening and reading the transcript at the same time helps if I'm really a beginner, but at the intermediate level, it's better to listen and then read the words you don't understand. Sure, you can do that. I think the important thing to think about there is to really follow up and notice the parts that you had trouble with, or even the parts that are interesting to you. It doesn't always have to be that it's a problem. It could be that you notice a certain phrase. Like, I'm trying to think of one from, I don't know if you heard the recent episode where I was talking to Will about AI and artificial intelligence. I talked about that there was a lot of hand wringing about artificial intelligence and worrying about what's going to happen when the machines take our jobs. So hand wringing is like when you do like this, and it's an expression that you hear, that you use when you talk about that there's a lot of people worrying about something or complaining that something bad is going to happen. There's a lot of hand wringing. And perhaps maybe that would be an example of something that you notice and think, that's kind of an interesting expression. I want to find out more about that. And then you can look it up. So, and look for some more examples. So yeah, the point is that noticing things about language is super important for your own learning. To notice the things you're doing well, first of all, and give yourself a pat on the back when you do something well, but also noticing things that you have trouble with or you don't quite understand, and making sure that you follow up and do some research and, kind of solve your own problems and answer your own questions. That's super important. Let's see. What is Gerard saying here? I think with transcripts, easy to understand, and it will be very helpful because when I find a podcast with transcripts, I subscribe. Okay. I am going to now switch my screen here. 1 second. Let me switch to this, and while I do this quick bit, I won't be able to see the chat. So I just want to show you. Let me switch here. Hope I'm going to the right one. Yeah. Okay. So right now I can't see the chat, just so you know, because it's on the screen I'm showing you. If you go, this is a podcast by a guy named Charles Duhigg, and it's called How To. And what they do, he answers how to do interesting things. Like, for example, there's one here, how to survive a shark attack, how to write a bestseller, how to confront a crazy neighbor. This is one of my favorites. It's a comedian, Tig Notaro, helping a woman comes to them and asks them for help with this crazy neighbor who is writing these passive-aggressive notes about things. And it's actually really good and really funny. And it's a great podcast because they have conversations. It's a podcast that you listen to it will be entertaining, and also it will make you smarter. Just in general, it will make you smarter to listen to this podcast. And the cool thing is, I'll just click on this one here. You can see it here, and right there, I hope you can see it on the screen, they have transcripts of everything. So you can read the whole transcript as you listen. I don't believe you can download them. They don't have PDFs for you to download, but you could, I'm sure it will just let you copy and paste. And it's one I listened to myself, How To with Charles Duhigg, and it's really, really great. And it has a transcript, and I highly recommend this one for just general listening to English that is not special English just for English learners. If you can understand my podcasts fairly well, if you can understand the conversation parts, then I think you can definitely use this podcast. So I'm going to switch back to me now. Let's see. Oh, this is exciting. Let's see. Here I am again. Okay, and then I can now look at you guys again and see what you thought about that. Okay, I see. Yeah, I will put the link in the chat here, in fact. 1 sec. I'll just put it right in the chat for you guys. Definitely check that one out. It's a great podcast. I like podcasts that make you smarter. I don't want to just be entertained. When I listen to podcasts, I like things that actually teach me things about, culture, how to solve my own problems, teach me how to do new things. I really like that. Okay, let's see. All right, you guys, if you don't have any specific questions, I had budgeted about a half an hour for this, and I think I will wind things up here unless you have any other questions you want to ask. And before I go, I just want to give you a very sincere, from the heart, thank you for showing up and helping me try this. I apologize if it was a bit disjointed, and I mean, this is my first time. They will get better. And I will definitely 100% look into a way that we can meet and all somehow see each other, and I can actually bring you on with me to talk about things. I think that would be so much fun. And I guess I will sign off with an invitation as well. If you feel like your English, if you feel confident enough to get on the phone and talk to me and have a conversation, just send me an email through the website, because I would love to record some conversations with non-native speakers of English for the podcast. And I think that would be fun. And maybe now that you've met me, it won't seem so intimidating as it might if you just heard me mention it on the podcast. So that, I think, is going to bring things to a close for today. Thank you so much for showing up. And I got to get busy now because I really want to post a new episode for the podcast by tomorrow morning. And I haven't even started because I've been busy figuring out how to do this. So I really have to go. But thank you so much for showing up. And yeah, feel free to reach out, get in touch through my website, and I'll see you again soon. Okay? Bye, everybody. Have a great day. Have a great day. Bye-bye.